Hi everyone, good evening. Just give me the confirmation. So are you able to getting my voice just in the chat window? Are you able to getting my voice? Give me the confirmation. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so last time, the demo class, I hope you all attended. And now, so this is the next class, day 2 class. And yeah, so different people are attending. I can consider the many people. That means so few people are from the experienced candidate. Like so, they are just like a not in UiPath career. So, but they are in different IT sector. They they want to shift from their technology to the RPA technology. And few people are non-technical people. Purely, they are very new to computers. Okay? Most of the people I thought it is like a non-programming background. Okay, so these things and all I will consider, and I will go through the from the basics. Okay, so even if you know already the UiPath, just bear with me. So because the people who even from the non-technical background, I got a calls, right? So non-technical background, so I'm just considering those people from that level. I'm just going from the basics to advanced level. Okay, this throughout 40 days class. Yeah, you can chat whenever you have a doubts, which you can chat. So at the end of the class, we can have a questions Q&A session. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can just write down. Yeah, okay. So we can just discuss at the end of the class. Now, let us move to the all these things we covered in the first class. And this is an installation. Okay, so I messaged in the group. So you should have a laptop or PC, which is a Windows 10 is minimum. And if you have Windows 7, the dependencies is required, but so it's better to have a Windows 10. Okay, and let us see the installation part. First of all, you have to navigate to this link. Navigate to this link. I'm just pinging in the chat window. If you are logged into through laptop or desktop, so you can just click on that link. Basically, it will ask you to log in through your any login credentials like Gmail or MS, Microsoft account, these things and all. Now it is logged in, but let us see how it will show once we open, okay, freshly. It will show like this, the URL. If you open that URL, it will show like this. Okay. So now you have to go to the any of these accounts, LinkedIn or Microsoft account or Gmail. So, okay, go to the Google account and type your email ID and navigate to that means so the password screen, and then let me type see once you log in. So I logged in already. So once you log into this screen, so this will navigate to this screen. Okay. If it asks any organization name, these things are all just type something like so no organization like that. So, or if you have an organization, you can just type the organization name. Okay. So you have to go to the home and click on the download UiPath Studio. Okay. So it will download an UiPath community studio community.msi. So coming to the licenses, you have two types of licenses, okay, community and enterprise license. So community license you can use for the learnings, and also if it is a small scale company, they can use directly community edition. Okay, so and also so the researchers and learners, they can use a community edition. Enterprise edition, it's a for the organizations who are that means really developing and deploying the bots and utilizing. So for those organizations, they will just go for the enterprise license. So in the license wise, if you see, coming to this picture, you have a see or the main components. So UiPath has a main three components. Okay, Studio, Orchestrator, and Robot. So what is a studio? The studio is where you are building the robots. Okay. Studio is where you are developing the robots. So I said like so we're just creating the virtual robots that's called bots. So we're calling as the bots. And so last time we saw there is a two types of bots, unattended bot and attended bots. But now if you want to create a robots, the bots, so where you can create, here you can create it from the studio. So the first component is a studio, that is the IDE where you are deploying, that means developing the bots. Okay, you are creating the bots. So throughout this 40 days journey, I'm going to teach how to develop the bots. That language, that is like so how you can just tell to the robot, you just click here, type here, and download here, like these kind of things. Okay, those things we are going to learn. Who will create the robots? The RPA developers will create a robots. Where they will create a robots? Studio. They are creating the studio orchestrator, the UiPath Studio. Okay. So create or develop, okay, robots. Create or develop the robots. Once you create the robots, okay, basically to whom we need the UiPath Studio license? There is a different type of licenses are there: Studio license, Orchestrator license, and Robot license. Under the Robot license, again, the unattended robot license is different cost, and unattended license is a different cost. If I say the cost, it is coming under enterprise level. Okay, we're not going to install any enterprise level, but we are just installing the community edition. If you see here, the community edition, UiPath Studio community, see here, just open and just click on the install. Okay, just click on the install. So it will just show the one pop-up like so the next, then it will install into your computer. The studio and robot will sit into your computer. Okay, the studio and robot will sit into your computer. Orchestrator is a purely web-based application. Okay. Let's come to the see here, because I already have the UiPath installed. You just select that means so these are all the extensions. So mainly you have to select the studio. The remaining also you can select, these are all the extensions. So which it will just use while you are developing. Okay. The second one is okay, robot. So robot is basically an execution engine. Okay. Execution engine. So where whatever you develop in the studio, who will understand? The robot can understand. See, so if you create anything in the studio, so whether you are calling from the studio or orchestrator, any place, finally the robot only is the engine to execute the code or process, right? Okay, so that is a robot is a execution engines. Whatever you created in the studio, who will understand? Robot will understand. That is a main part where it will execute. Orchestrator is a web-based application. Okay, so here in the web-based application, UiPath itself for the community users, they give the free community orchestrator. That is a cloud, that the same thing. So platform.uipath.com. Okay, platform.uipath.com, the cloud.uipath.com. Okay, so that is the orchestrator. If you see here, there is an orchestrator. If you click on the orchestrator, this will navigate you to the orchestrator page where you have a that means so different things like so what all the processes are there, and what is the automation, that means triggers, all the processes, everything. It's like a orchestrating all the things like so you can understand so what is going on and how to schedule the bots, and creating the queues, utilizing the queues. Okay, and creating the assets, storing the values into the assets. Okay, so these things are also we will see. This is a dashboard, so you can understand. So how many robots are there? What is the job history? How many processes executed? Okay. So if it is asking the organization name while installing, so while it is logging in, just type no organizations, or if you have a your organization any name, just type any name, Anudeep. Okay. Type any name in the organization field. Okay. Yeah. Now, the studio is Orchestrator is a web-based applications where you are triggering the bots or scheduling the bots. This and all. And robot is a execution engine, and studio is a where we are creating the robots. These are all the three main components. So what I'm asking is, you just install. It's not. It is. See. Uh, it just install. If you are facing any issues while installing, let me take. Who is trying to install? Anudeep, right? Okay. Okay, Anudeep. Okay, so Anudeep Verma. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just I'm just giving the host. You just give the share my screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so once you install the studio, see here the studio. So once you install into your computer, okay. So it will show if you just type the UiPath. So the UiPath Studio is up here. Okay. Just click on that UiPath Studio. Okay. So once you click on the studio, it will show this page. So just see these are all the new projects. Okay, so different type of projects you can just build from the UiPath Studio. Mainly, it is a process as a blank process, blank automation, new automation. So which you want to create, you have to take the process. The library is a reusable component. So where if you want to create a reusable kind of code, so which will use by your team, then you can use the library. As test automation is used by the testing team, templates, people in organizations. So they are creating the templates. So they're creating the templates in the sense they will create a template, so which has a best practices and best design. So people can use the templates. So whenever they want to create a new process. So here, these are all the other templates which is by default given by the UiPath, the background process template, orchestrator process template, RE framework template. So we have to take the process. Okay, so from the process. Okay. Now coming to the left side. So these are all the recent projects. Okay. Recent projects. If you want to pick, you can pick from here. Recent projects. Okay. Then if you go to the tools, so you have a multiple tools, UI Explorer, and so we'll see what is the UI Explorer, everything in the deep coming days. Okay, and these are all the extensions. If the robot has to interact with these type of applications, the applications which is built on the Java, the applications which if you are using the Chrome into your projects, you should install the Chrome extension here. If you are using the Edge browser, you have to install the Edge extension here. So see SAP Manager, virtual missions, so Excel add-ins. These are all the newly added. These are all the newly added. Okay, some applications which is built in the Silverlight. So if you want to interact, so the robot has to interact with the Silverlight applications. Then you have to install the Silverlight. So now the Chrome is installed into my mission. So let me uninstall this one. Okay, let me uninstall. Okay, so initially it is not installed. So what you can just do, so go to the start and click on the process. Here, this process, this will show a new that means a window where you have to provide the name of the application and the location of the application, description of the application. So basically, this is a process. You are creating the processes. Understand? So multiple processes, robotic process automation. You are saying, right? So in the starting, robotic process automation. So what process you are going to create? Okay. So you have to create, give the name. So later, if you want to change, you can change. Okay. So description also you can change. And this is a compatibility. So it's a you can create a compatibility. So Windows legacy. So it's like a OS. Okay. Cross-platform. If you created the process in the cross-platform, it will work in the Windows operating system as well as the Linux operating systems. That's a cross-platform. So just keep as it is all the settings and just give the name of the application. I'm just giving the name of the application, day 2 hyphen BotsDNA. Okay, so day 2 BotsDNA 001. Okay, so now give the description. So this is a day 2 session of BotsDNA, right? So click on the create. So here are the languages. So the languages behind this whole code is VB.NET. If you are going to write any that means so normally we have to, for example, see here. If you go to a small type of codes like a string methods like substring, trim, split, this type of a tiny code, if you want to write in the C#.NET, you can just, if you are familiar with the C#.NET, click on the C#.NET. Otherwise, click on the VB.NET. Okay. So normally, yeah. So we'll see in the VB.NET, it's a very simple syntactical change. That's it. So just keep as it is. No need to learn the VB. So I will teach everything from the scratch. So don't worry. So just keep as it is. Just change this one. And if you want to change the path of the folder, you can change. Okay. So right now it is my documents and UiPath. Let's click on the create. Once you click on the create, it will create a dependency files, and these are all the things like so. Sirisha is asking, so if you want to do the cross-platform, yeah, we can do it in the UiPath. They recently introduced the cross-platform, Sirisha. Okay, so then once I click on the create, see, this is what it will show. Okay, this is what it will show. So I'm just opening a folder. So let us see. So what all the things it is created. Okay, it created. Okay. If you see the UiPath projects, so day 2. So see, this is a day 2 bots DNA 00 folder. This is a folder. Okay. So if you don't know the path, okay. So if you want to open the path, you can simply click on this file explorer from the project panel. So if you see the project panel, see these are all a hide. See if you want to hide, you can hide. You see the project panel and click on the file explorer. It will open that particular folder where the project files is stored. Okay. So in this whole, just forget about this dotted folders. Okay. So there is a main.xaml for all the programming languages. How we have a main method or main class. In the same way, we have a main.xaml, XAML. Everything in the UiPath it will store as a XAML. Okay. XAML, XAML files. Okay. These XAML files. Normally, if you just open in the a notepad, so okay, so notepad, if you open the notepad, it will show like this is a tags basically. Okay. These are all the tags it is showing as a tags. Okay, the tag is like the starting tag. If any text is enclosed with the less than or greater than, that is called tag. Okay. Now there is a one single project.json file is there. Okay, so one single project.json file is there. So whatever we gave, that is stored here. The name of the file and description of that particular process. Okay. So now let us go to the UiPath Studio. Click on the open main workflow. So okay, so click on the open main workflow. The main.xaml is open. Okay, see here. If I mouse over, main.xaml is open. This is the white space which you are seeing. So where you are designing in this white space. Okay, in the left hand side there is a multiple panels you see. In the bottom, so you see properties panel, outline panels. So these are all the panels are there in the left side, and these are all variables panel, arguments panel, imports panel is there, and even output panel. So different panels are there in the bottom, right side, and left side also. You see. So these are all the panels. If you want to move this panel, you can just simply move from this to this side if you are comfortable. So wherever you want. So don't release the mouse. If you just go to this icon and release the mouse whenever, that means so wherever you want to keep that panel. Okay, we will see the important panels. So what all the panels which is required to do automation. First of all, let's open the project panel. Okay, in the project panel, this is a whole project name. Okay, if you want to change the project name, you can click on the settings, project settings. Okay, click on the project settings and give the if you want to change the project, this is like a uh, BotsDNA. So let's remove the DNA projects and uh, current project. So you can change the description, you can change the name. So see, now it is changed automatically. The name it is changed automatically. That is the settings. And folder file explorer, if you want to go to the folders, so where the project is there. So if you want to go to the folders, then you can just click on the file explorer. So you can create a folders if required to store the input data or something like output data or files or in the input data. So if you create something like an Excel, okay, so this is like so today, right? So you can create so the different folder, the same folder structure will show here. So whatever the folders which we created here, the files which we created here, if you want to appear here, so you have to click on the refresh button. Okay, see, currently we don't have, right? Click on the refresh button. So now you see the input folder, output folder, under input folder, the Excel is there, right? Right? So you can even create a new input files from this folder. So add the new folder. So you can add the new folders from here. So config folder. Okay. So the config folder is there. See here, the config folder is there here also. Okay. So you can create a folders or files from here, from the project panel, as well as a folder file explorer. That is a refresh button. So this is a collapse all and expand all. So it will expand everything. Okay, everything will expand. Collapse all and expand. Okay. See here the dependencies are there. Dependencies by default. By default, if you create a new workflow, new process, by default this Excel activities, mail activities, system activities, testing activities, and UI automation activities are by default. It will be available. So what is this dependencies? The dependencies, like I say, the activities panel, you are seeing the activities. These are all the activities. These are all the activities you are seeing, right? While creating the means, so interact with the CSV or Excel. These are all the activities. So from where these activities are there? So these are all the activities coming from the a namespaces. That is this dependencies UiPath.excel.activities. Got it. So normally, for example, if you see the PDF activities are not there. So if you want to install the PDF activities, right now, just observe here in the project panel, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dependencies are there. If you click on these and go to the all packages, PDF, just type the PDF, UiPath.pdf.activities, click on the install. And so while installing, you have to select the version. So the version is always it will select the latest version. If you want to go back to the old version, you can just go back to the old version and click on the update. Okay. So click on the install, and if you just read the descriptions, so what is the purpose? What is the purpose of this package? Okay, it will show and click on the save. So once you click on the save, this will create this package. This PDF activities are not there, right now we don't have a PDF activities by default into the UiPath Studio. If you see here, the PDF package is, that means so installed, right? That means package is, see, these packages are only specific to the project, not for the UiPath Studio. You have to keep in mind that that's the, it's not. So once you install the PDF packages, if you take the new process, those activities will not appear. Okay, because these are all the things which is specific to the project level. These are all the project level. Okay. Now, if you see a PDF, just type the PDF. These PDF activities are there, right? See, all the PDF activities are there. If you just drag and drop the PDF activity, and if so, go to the properties panel, you can understand. See, at the above, what is the root of this one? So normally, if you see what is the namespace, namespace in the sense multiple, basically multiple classes are combined into the one group. That is called namespace. Okay, so all the PDF related activities is combined into the UiPath.pdf.activities namespace. That's why this UiPath.pdf.activities namespace is available in the dependencies. So then this is about the project panel. So let's go to the activities panel. Okay. So in the activities panel, see here activities. So what do you mean by activity? Activity is see, activity is a simple action done by the user is called activity. A simple any action. Okay. So normally how the user interact with the computer? Through keyboard or mouse, right? Through keyboard they will click, they will type something, right? They will just okay. So send the hard keys like a control S, control F, these things and all. If you use a mouse, so right click, click, double click, right? So these are all the actions done by the user is called activities. Normally, if you just create a folder, I created a folder, right? So I created the folder, and here city. Okay. Okay, I'm just renaming the city. Okay. So renaming this to the cities. I'm just creating the another folder. So Bangalore. Okay, so this is a something like, so what is the action? So I performed like I just created a folder. So one folder in the desktop, right? So to create a folder, if you see here, so for the every action, so normally with the computers, whatever the actions you are performing, for every action we have a separate activity available in the UiPath Studio activities panel. Okay. Create folder. Okay. So how can we create a folder using the UiPath? Okay, so I'm just right clicking on this shift right. I just press the shift right click, press the shift and right click. You can see that copy as a path. If you see copy as a path and control V, okay, this is a folder which we have to create. I'm just deleting this is a manually I created, right? The folder. You just run. It will create the folder in the desktop. See here, it will create that folder in the desktop. So within this, I want to create another folder. Okay. / Hyderabad. See, it will create a Hyderabad folder, right? So right now, so before that, so I created through manually, right? So manually right click and created the folder. Okay. So it is just example. So creating the folder, we have a create folder. So like that. So if you just open the any something like a, so notepad, just open the notepad and type something. and go to the file menu and save. So what are the actions I am just performing, right? So and click on the save and use the some name. Okay, hello.txt. This text file is created, right? And click on the close. The same thing if you want to perform, so open application. Yeah, 1 second. So someone is asking for unmute. Kiran. Okay, Kiran. Yeah, I just. Yeah, Kiran, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, Kiran, tell me.
Yes, sir. Your voice is going too fast and your screen is going to delay, so we can't monitoring full-fledged.
All others also facing the same issue. His screen is delaying. I think it is. It's a good for all, Kiran. Okay. So maybe it's from your side there is a problem. Yeah, it's a network problem from Kiran, from your side. Okay. Yeah. Now let us see a small example. So whatever we done, right? So click on the first of all what we done. Open a notepad. Okay, notepad. So for opening the application, just have the separate workflow. Okay. Click on this indicate and select the applications. Once you select the application, the UiPath knows. So what is the path of the application? See, this is the path of the application, right? And it is a path of the application. So if just close this notepad and try to run the bot. If you try to run the bot, right now it is notepad is not open, right? Now the bot is open the notepad. So see here in the properties panel, you have a close. See here close. Just type the never. That means never means it will not close after the whole work is completed. Yeah. Now see, notepad is opened by the robot. So robot can, yeah, it's like a, so each and everything is a activity. So for opening the notepad, we use the open application. For just type something here, we just use some type into activity. Okay, type into activity. So just click on that type into and indicate. So where you want to type, just click on the where you want to type. Click on the confirm. Okay, so okay, and so this is typing by bot. So this is the typing by the bot. Once you type the something, so what we done? We done like a so a click activity. So again click activity to click on the file menu. Click on the file menu. Yeah. Then again another click activity to click on the I'm just pressing the F2 because that is hidden, right? I'm just pressing the F2 because it is in the selection mode. So the selection mode will delay up to 5 seconds. I'm just pressing the F2 and open this menu and select wherever you want the robot has to click. Okay, so if you do the same thing, what it will do, it will open the sum. Again, what you have to do is you have to type something, the file name, type into. Okay, type into. Here, just type the. and press the enter button. So press the enter button. So then use the close button to close the, otherwise you can just simply use the close window here. For the application itself, you have a close, always close. Okay. See, now there's no rajesh.txt file in the desktop, but bot will open the text file and type something and click on the file menu, click on the save. See, this is a doing by the robot. If you see, this text file is created by the whom? The robot. Let us delete, yeah, and try to run. See, this is doing by the robot. So we have to, first of all, we have to understand what are the activities for which action. So for which action, which activity we have to perform. Okay, got it? So first of all, these are all the activities available. So let's discuss about the activities panel. In the activities panel, see if you have a favorites, recent. So the recently used activities are under the recent group. The favorites, if you want to add anything to the favorites, for example, right click and add to the favorite, it will add into the favorite. You can remove from the favorite, you can remove from the favorite. So those are all the activities which you are regularly using. You can just use the favorites and recents. The available activities, these are all the available activities. By default, many activities are available in the activities panel. So for doing the UI automations and in web automations, any type of automations like Excel automation, okay, so all the activities are available in the activities panels. Once you open the activities, for example, just type the click, just drag and drop, and arranging the logic. So for example, type into. For example, if you want to click check the check boxes, you have a check activity. So see check or uncheck activity in the activities panel. So for example, if you want to select the item from the drop-down list. So you have a drop-down list, you have to select the item. See, these are all the activities. You are arranging the logic. You are arranging the logic like this. So for each and every activity, there is a properties panels in the right side. See, properties panel. So if I select the select item activity, check the properties. I'm just selecting all the things. So it is changing. See, the properties are changing. So what it means, each and every activity, for any activity, so activity, you can call it as activity. Normally in the programming, like so object, so okay, so or any object activity, it has a properties. Our activity has a properties. So let us take any activity and type the properties, tell the properties. Any object. So in the real world, if you just tell in the chat window, just type any object name which you are seeing now. For example, mobile, laptop, right? So a TV, right? So can anyone types the objects which you are seeing now? Human is yeah, human, water bottle, pen, yeah. Any other objects? You just type in the chat window. Chair, laptop, okay, Dinesh. Mobile, notebook, Jagdish Babu. Keyboard, okay. Pen, mouse, okay. Okay, school is object. Headset, watch, okay, got it. Yeah, so nice. Okay, so school is, see, any object has two things. One is a properties and functionalities. Okay, one is a properties, another one is a functionality. Okay, so the properties is like a, so if you say the school, so can you tell the properties of the school? The properties is the values. So the values for that particular. So for example, just take the human. So human is what is a gender is a property. What is the name of the person is a property. Name, parent name, father name is a property, right? So address is a property. If you take the, so for example, let's take the pen, right? You're saying the pen, right? So what is the price? Price is a property, okay? And color is a property, and company, what is the company name of the pen is a property. So because the property has the values, okay? For example, see, so I want you to tell the properties of the school. Can you tell in the chat window? Properties of the school. Board, yeah, so how many classes are there? How many teaching staff are there, right? Right? Non-teaching staff are there, non-teaching staff. School address, yeah, perfect, Pradeep, okay. Then, what is the location, address, both are same, yeah. Principal name, who is the principal, a number of students, right? So, these are all the, yeah, boards, see, boards and benches is coming under the classroom. Okay, if you take the classroom, number of benches, how many boards are there, right? These things are also. School is these kind of things, like a what is the school, whether it's a CBSE syllabus or the state syllabus, right? So these are all the properties of the school, because teaching staff is, what is the teaching staff? The number, maybe the 49, or school name. That's we missed that one. Okay, school name, John. Thank you. Okay, school name. What is the name of the school? Okay, so what is a board? Okay, board name. Board in the sense, so school board name, or how many number of locations this school is there. These things are all okay. This is a school. Perfect. So next, is there any other object? So we'll see. Other object. Let us see our BotsDNA. Any other? Okay. Just take the restaurant. Okay. Let's take the restaurant as a yeah. Tell me the restaurants, restaurant properties. Restaurant is the object or activity. What is the properties? Restaurant properties. Just type in the chat window. Restaurant name, dishes, furniture, menu, what type of food, location, and what's the, okay, so manager name, right? Yeah, staff, number of staff, okay, suppliers. So these things are all, see, so location, yeah. See here, every object has a properties. First of all, we have to understand every object has a properties. In the same way, here, if you see each and every activity, whatever the activity, if you take from the activities panel, that activity has a properties in the properties panel. We're just interacting with the activities and properties now, okay? Activities, we're just dragging the activity to the work area, and for each and every activity, you have a properties. See, these properties, for example, these properties, if you see this menu, food, dishes, for example, see here, these are all coming under food, okay. For example, what if, just if you categorize, okay. So this is a details. See, we're just categorizing details. What is the location, right? We're just categorizing the each and every properties, categorizing into the one group details. This one, and okay, so the furniture and manager name, staff, number of staff, these things are all coming under another management. right? So for all the properties, you're just categorizing into the one group, just to easily understand, right? To easily understand, you're just categorizing into the groups. In the same way, if you see in the properties panel, you have a groups. See here, you have a groups. Got it? So common, input. Okay, these are all the miscellaneous options. If you open the common, this is a properties. Each and every one is a property. If you open the input, under input again, another one is there. Okay. So again, these are all the properties. Got it? These are all the properties. So if you see the click activity, these are all common these are all the groups, common, input, miscellaneous, options. These are all the what? Groups. How we grouped. So multiple categories. So okay, so multiple activities under multiple properties under the a specific group, like a management and having the manager name, number of staff, and so details, basic details, like a basic details has a name, location, address. Food has a dishes. So is it the veg restaurant or non-veg restaurant, right? So these are all coming under the groups. In the same way, the each and every activity, the properties is grouped by some group names, right? So that we can understand. So what is these are all the activities under this group category. You can call it category, right? So first of all, first thing what we understand, each and every activity has a properties. Okay. Each activity has properties. So second one has a groups, okay, groups or category, right? So the third one is like a third one, what we have to understand about this activity and properties. Each property has a value. What is the number of staff? The number of staff is what is the number of staff? Can I say like a veg? Is it the right? Just type in the chat window. Okay. Is it the right value? It is a int, right? So based on the property name, we can understand what is the number. So suppose 23 is the number. So his name is like a Harish. Okay, Harish is a manager name. And furniture. So furniture cost, or what is the total investment they put on the restaurant. Okay, so what is the name of the restaurant? Okay, so good food, something like that. Okay, so locations. Okay, so where is the location, address, a full address, right? So each and everything has the values. So what we have to understand, each property has value. Okay. Under group. Okay, under group, any group, something like that. Okay. So each property has what? The values. First of all, we have a values. So this is a C here. So it is a true, it is a value. Okay. For example, display name. Just see in the select item. The display name is a select item. If I change here, select item, country, the name automatically it is changes here. If you see, changes here. For example, if I select the item, BotsDNA, see here, BotsDNA, here I changed, automatically it is changes here, BotsDNA, the value is changed. Okay, first of all, what we understand, each activity has a properties, each property is under a group, and each property has a value. The third one is each value has a data type. Okay. Each value or property, that means, so each value of the property has data type. So what is the data type? First of all, what is the data type? The data type is what type of data where you are going to store into that particular a property. So for example, if I say this one, so I can't add any characters right here, because this property is only specific to the numbers. Whether it is any integer number you have to keep. So if it is a name, I can't say the name is like is just a number, right? So address, I can't say the number, right? Manager name is not a number, right? Manager name should be a combination of the alphabets. Like that, each and every property has a value. That value has a data type. If you see here, if you just click on this three dots button is there, right? Three dots button is there. You can just open that one, or you can just click on this plus and open in advanced editor. So it will open a window. Okay, this window, if you just check, see here, I'm just, can you observe here in the brackets? This is the data type. Okay, this is a data type. So you have to pass only that specific satisfied data. For example, see here, I'm just, it is asking the string, I'm just passing the numbers. What it is saying? It is saying the error, the red mark error. So what it is saying? It is saying that at the end you can observe it is unable to convert the integer to the string. If you mouse over onto that particular red mark, okay, that is an error. Okay, validation error. So it is saying that so integer to string, it is unable to convert because it requires the string, but you are passing the integer. So what we have to pass? We have to pass. So you have to pass the value to the property, but the same data type, it should match. Whatever the value you are providing, that value data type should match with the data type which is required for that particular property. For example, just see here. So delay before. So if you open, this is a double value. For example, if I just say a number or some string, it will not accept because it requires a double value, a number. Okay. Another one is like a. So this is another data type. UI element. That is a different objects. The different type of data types are there. So you have to match to that particular data type. Now let us see. First of all, another thing we have to understand is like any property. If you want to understand what is this property, just mouse over onto that. Okay. If you mouse over onto that property, it will tell a help. That means tooltip. So the amount of time, see, it is saying that. So what is the type and what is this property for? Okay. So and also you can see the last line. The default value is 30 seconds. It requires the time in double and it is in the seconds. And if you don't pass any value, first of all, if you don't pass any value, each property has a data type. And so default value, if you don't pass, the default value will take. Okay. For example, the timeout default value is 30 seconds. Like that, it will take if you don't pass, right? And also, if you don't understand, for example, just randomly you are just going to the any activity. For example, any activity you are just going. Okay, you don't understand what is this activity for. Okay, so you need help for this activity. Okay, how can you get the help? You can just simply select the activity and press the F1. Press the F1. It will navigate to a documentation for that particular activity. That is the advantage of this UiPath. See, so whenever you drag the activity, a new activity, you never use that activity, but you want to know what is this activity for, what is the property, each property, then it will navigate. See, then the same invoke process activity, the descriptions, what is the activity for, and each and every the properties, each and every property, see here, each and every property and the description of that property, each and every property and the description of the property. Got it? So for example, just drag the something like a create folder or send email. Send email is there. Just drag and drop and just press the F1. Right? So once you press the F1, it will navigate to that specific activity documentation, so that you can learn any activity, what is the use of that activity, how to use that activity, these things and all. Okay, got it? So this is the see, send email. And so this is a namespace. If you want to use that activity, you have to use this namespace, and the description and the detailed of each and every property. For example, send email has a multiple properties. See, these are all the multiple properties are there. Body, HTML body, to whom to send, to address, CC address, PCC, and body of the type, what body type. So everything is documented here. So what you have to do, you have to press the F1 to get documentation, right? So these are all the things about the properties panel and activities panel and properties panel. Activities panel, today we learn about the project panel, properties panel, and activities panel. Got it? So please install, okay, so please install UiPath Studio into your system, because after 2 or 3 classes onwards, we're going to practice. Okay, so I will give the exercises and you have to practice, because we will just go through the different projects. So from this, and we will practice. We will just get the hands-on experience on that. Okay, so now. Those who already installed the UiPath, okay, so I want you to open this BotsDNA.com, and see. So what you have to do, just a simple data extraction. See here, if you go to the ribbon, design and debug is there. Design and debugging. So design, you just use the data extraction. Before that, for example, if you just use any normally, if you want to click activity, these things and all, if you want to perform, okay, first of all, use browser. These are all the things I will teach. See, once I select what it is saying, see, it is saying that UiPath Chrome extension is not installed in my mission. That's why it is asking to install the Chrome extension. You can click on the install, or the other way is we have extensions. Go to the home, tools, extensions, and click on the install, and click on the OK button. Now, yeah, just close the browser. Click on OK. Yeah, it is installed. Okay, so once you open the Chrome again, it will show. See, it will show this is an extension. Enable the extension. So you have to click on the enable extension and go to the extensions panel. So how can we go to the extension panel? Click on the 3 dots, more tools, extensions. Here, just find the UiPath extension, UiPath web automation extension. Click on the details. So scroll down, switch on these all 3. So then only it will just allow you to indicate each and every element from the Chrome browser. Now let us try the same thing. See here now, select the Chrome and move this indicator on the screen. See, now it is allowing us to indicate in any part of the web page. So when it is possible, only when you have a Chrome extension installed into your machine. Got it? So this is a Chrome extension. So if you want to interact with the Chrome, then you have to use the Chrome extensions. Okay. Now, so install the Chrome extension. What I'm saying is the task is today's task is install the Chrome extension and open the BotsDNA. Okay, open the BotsDNA and see, there is a data extraction. Click on the data extraction part. For example, just go to the any tabular format data. For example, let's take this one, work anniversary. Okay. So the table extraction, click on add new column. select any cell here, any cell. Okay. If you click any cell, it automatically identify it is a table, HTML table. So it is asking us to, do you want to extract entire table? Yes, click on S. See, all the table headers came into the our wizard, and click on the save and exit. If you want to see the preview, you can see the preview of the data and click on the save and close. Click on the continue because it is asking, we don't have any next buttons because the some websites having the data in the multiple pages. For that, so we have a facility to extract data from the multiple pages, but now in this case we don't have a multiple pages data in the multiple pages. Click on the continue. Okay, so very simple thing you have to do. So, and write CSV. See, write, otherwise CSV, type CSV. CSV means comma separated value. So you can just see the activities, you can call it from the activities panel, or you can just on the fly click on the plus and this will appear the easy way to select that activities. Okay. So in the activities, so way to write, we have to type like this is like so work dot CSV. Just use the comma separated value CSV extension, and this is a write to. See here, this is a file name, and the extract table data output is a extract data table. Copy that data table and paste here. Now let us try to run, because if you go to the project panel and click on the file explorer, so you don't have a CSV file here. Okay, you don't have a CSV file here. Now just run the bot, click on this debug and click on the run file. Run file. The robot will extract the data from the work anniversary table and keep into the one CSV file. See here, now we have a CSV file. Open the CSV file. Check whether the data is there or not. The data is there. Right? In the same way, I want you to see, this is a today's task, work anniversary. So I want you to use the table extraction from, so table extraction so extraction to CSV, okay, in the same location. So first one is like a work anniversary. Second one is like a batch process. Open that batch process. So extract this data, only this data, okay, into the CSV file. The other one is like a industry plants. Okay, and yeah, and this one, it will not give the first two columns, it will give the second two columns. Okay, virtual plots, these things you have to extract, simply extract. So use the data. So whatever this is a task for you for today. I'm just copy pasting the data into the chart window. You can paste. See what you have to do, you just use the table extraction and go to the, so for example, see here, virtual plots, table extraction, click on add new, select any cell here. It will tell you extract all the information, all the columns came here, and see there's no a new data into the multiple pages. Just click on the view. So the view is there because the first two columns does not have a text. So it has just a controls, but it does not have a text, right? So click on the save and exit. Click on continue because it does not have a data into the multiple pages. And what you have to do? The next thing is like just use a CSV activity. You understand the activities, right? Write CSV activity, and the output of this one is extract data table. Keep here output and use the what is it? plots.csv. Okay, so only those things you have to do. I'm deleting this to try to run the bot. So these are all the exercises. So extracting a tabular format data. See, what is that? A tabular format data. Let me, yeah. So using the data extraction, you can just use the tabular format data and a pattern based data. So apart from these four, if you are willing to do so, any tables. So from the websites, that is also well and good. See here, the data is extracted. The same thing you have to do for all the tabular format data. Okay. Yeah, that's it for today. So we'll continue further the remaining parts. We'll explore the remaining parts of the UiPath Studio. Right now, today we see the activities panel. So tomorrow also we'll see the activities panel, the like a manage packages kind of thing, and we'll see the other properties panel, like so variables panel, arguments panel, output panel, these things. Okay. Yeah.